Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Mohammad Tajul Islam MP, Ministry of Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives, respected special guest, and distinguished guests, including Koika Country Director Ms. Yang Ado, distinguished partners, CSO NGOs, government and non-government organizations, representatives, colleagues from press, and beloved volunteers. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of the colleagues, children and community partners of Good Neighbors Bangladesh, I greet you all. In this month of Victory Day, I pay my deepest respect and gratitude to the martyrs of the Liberation War and the Father of the Nation for giving us a flag and a wonderful country. So Bangladesh, as you know, is a country founded by the voluntary sacrifices of our guerrilla fighters. I would like to thank UNV Bangladesh for the privilege to Good Neighbors Bangladesh to be a part of the International Volunteer Day celebration. As an organization that is founded on the spirit of volunteerism and community empowerment, Good Neighbors is delighted to be a part of this celebration. NGOs play a pioneering role in promoting, organizing, and inspiring people for engaging themselves in voluntary activities. It is mostly because NGOs are themselves voluntary organizations. They create platforms and opportunities for volunteers to contribute for the society, offer flexible assignments, support and training for volunteers. NGOs implement their social inclusion goals by engaging people in volunteerism. Volunteers are both participants and beneficiaries of their services that help them improve their social skills, leadership skills, and networking capacity. So NGOs are playing a vital role in skill development that creates potential routes to employment for the young people through different activities. In Good Neighbors, we engage rural and urban youths in regular volunteerism and crisis time volunteerism. The regular volunteerism is dedicated to child care activities, child rights, that reduce school dropouts because of child labor and child marriage. During crisis times such as COVID-19, floods, and even in the refugee camps, local volunteers are playing important roles, otherwise impossible by the paid professionals. During the pre-COVID time, Good Neighbors Bangladesh even used to have foreign volunteers who created wonderful solidarity in the community and good examples for the local volunteers. During refugee influx in Bangladesh, the volunteers played a crucial role, and now the world has gone through COVID-19 pandemic and we are still suffering, but millions of volunteers have contributed a lot during the time of COVID-19. And during also the post-COVID period, volunteers are still working. Volunteers and voluntary activities are needed to be institutionalized, to reward them, to recognize their sacrifices and their time and their involvement across the country. This is particularly important for achieving SDG for Bangladesh. In this regard, the Ministry of LGRDC has done a commendable job by developing the country's first national volunteer policy, which is already approved. Both in field and national levels, Good Neighbors Bangladesh was involved with UNV Bangladesh as a contributor. And I congratulate LGRDC, Ministry, and UN Volunteer for their foresightedness that was needed for utilizing the existing demographic dividend. And now is the time for the implementation. Finally, on this special day, I want to thank and congratulate all the volunteers for their selfless services and contribution in social awareness and development activities. I also recognize their historical contribution to the country's birth, progress, and economic development. Finally, I congratulate the award recipients and also the nominees of Voluntary Awards this year. Thank you very much.